Hello, greetings, deceivers and non-deceivers. This is Insane Orangutan. Um, it is 2013, about the end of March. It's got about a day left. The age of Aquarius. Um, Besides what I already said about the age of Aquarius, here's some other, I already said about the age of Aquarius that has to do with the Bible. Here are some other things. The age of Aquarius is the age of man. Somebody told me that Satanists think the age of Aquarius is the age of Satan. As I said, the age of Aquarius has to do with man and people that put man first before all else are humanists, and which is what most people do, and they're satanic. People that put people first before all else, before principle, before God. That is what we should see in the age of Aquarius. We should also see a vast expansion in technology, and that technology should be used to serve humanity. That the technology should Aquarius is a very humanistic age. It has to do with what serves humanity. There should be a lot of technology. The book of Daniel says there should be a lot of technology in the end times. Or at least it says knowledge will increase. And that's the idea that we're getting to what the book of Daniel is referring to. And a lot of technology used for humanity, a lot of knowledge, a lot of intellectuality as far as what is good for humanity. I think there'll be probably some oppressive environmentalism is what I'd call it. The environmentalism to the point, which I think if we're careful with the environment, I think that's good, in as much as we need to be. But I think it'll get to the point where it'll just be oppressive. The environmentalism will be oppressive. They're already talking about taxing people for breathing. You can look that up. That's in the news. But it should be what is good for the human domain. Very humanitarian type of sign, Aquarius. The most in its good ways and in its bad ways, the most humanitarian sign of all the signs of the zodiac. The most practical as far as what is good, the most bent on what is good for society, what is good for the individual and what is good for society. Really society in the individual, not really taking into account special circumstances. If somebody is handicapped in a way that is not typical or not what society has developed to deal with well, and even if somebody's handicapped, that's considered to be an exception to society. The fire sign associated with the age of Aquarius is Leo, which has to do with heart. And the passion should be a heart. It's also the Christian sign for this astrological age. The opposite sign is the heavenly sign. The Aquarius is the earthly sign, or the sign for the earth, and in the age of Aquarius, the fire sign, the heavenly sign, those that are supposed to be ruling, which is what Leo means, the opposite sign of Aquarius, the fire sign of Aquarius, ruling are supposed to have heart. They're supposed to rule, and it also has to do with Christianity, the Christians are supposed to rule in this age. But there should be a lot of authority back. Probably the most authority that we've ever had in society since the world began, because Leo is authority. It is assumed authority. It is like a birthright type of authority. I'm a Leo, so I know about that sign too, and I knew about it anyway. The other sign that another sign that's part of the age of Aquarius is Scorpio. That's the emotional sign. That's the water sign. The fire sign is a passion sign. That's Leo. The Aquarius, which is the age we're in, is the air sign or intellectual sign of this age. This is about practicality for humanity, or about applying more than practicality. It's more about applying things, applying knowledge, applying whatever can be applied to to humans. It's about knowledge and technology for humanity. Scorpio is the water sign, the feeling sign of the age of Aquarius. It has to do, and they make a cross. They make a cross in the sky, and they make a cross on a written zodiac. And Scorpio has to do with sexuality, has to do with secrets, has to do with that kind of thing. Can also have to do with the underworld. Has to do with intense emotion, intense aggressive emotion, or very very pointed emotion, energetic emotion rather than passive emotion, rather than something feeling. It's just an intense desire that somebody has based on personal desires. Very secretive sign, very sexual sign, the most sexual, the sexual sign of the zodiac, really. And Leo is the lover sign of the zodiac, the fire sign. The passion as far as love and concern and heart. Scorpio is a aggressive or passionate feeling, intense feeling. And then there's Taurus, which is the peaceful sign of the zodiac. It has to do with money and comforts and that kind of thing. It has to do with being comfortable. And those are the signs. That's the earth sign. It has to do with amassed wealth. And has to do with possessions. Those are the signs that we have in this age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius itself, and under the sign of Aquarius, will have a lot of ergonomic engineering and a lot of user-friendly type engineering. There'll be user-friendly programming, ergonomic engineering, making life, or the intent at least to make life, and the actualization of making life compatible for the human. And it's ideological. Aquarius is the most ideological sign of all the signs. It has an ideology, and if you don't agree with it, and it's a modern sign too, Aquarius has an ideology, and if you don't agree with the ideology Aquarius has, you're wrong. And that is the way Aquarius is. That is what will represent this era. And an era is an age. That's what represents this age of Aquarius. There's this attitude, and it will happen with the Christians and the rest of humanity. The rest of humanity, and this is apart from the Bible too. I've said some things that are from the Bible, but this is just something that is not necessarily something explicit that I've already said about the Bible, but it has to do with the age of Aquarius. With the Christians, there will be a humanitarian, a satanic type of age in the age of Aquarius. And the attitude is, if you are not with us, you are against us. It's a very we against them, very much we versus them type of attitude. You're either with us or you're with them, and that's very much Aquarian attitude. And a very strong attitude that we'll have in Aquarius is the attitude of, you must be for the future. And it's fortunate for me. I love the future. There are things I love about the past. And I love the past to some extent. But I'm almost the type of person that's hard for me to stay in the present, because I can think about the past and I can think about the future, but I have the present is probably the hardest for me to stay in. I'm getting better at that. But Aquarius is this attitude, we are moving forward to the future. And part of that is leaving the Christianity that we have had. I don't know what'll happen with Christianity, but the attitude is leaving the Christianity we have had behind. And somebody might bring in I think they will bring in some Eastern mysticism, because that seems to be a trend. And it also seems to be for humanity too. So it works well with that. Eastern mysticism and Eastern philosophy, I don't disagree with it all. There are people out there, and these people will be the people that are really that will really be opposed a lot, and as the age of Aquarius starts, and as it is starting, there will be a lot of opposition against these people that say it's my way or the highway. When it comes to this is the way it's always done, there's these people that say this is the way it's always done will not be tolerated in the age of Aquarius. They'll be seen as backward. And it's a good thing, I think, because we have to move on. We must move on. But the age of Aquarius will always be pushing towards the future. Except for when Jesus Christ comes back again, then they'll wish for the past. But the age of Aquarius is a humanitarian sign about the future. And what is good for humanity in the future is what Aquarius is about. And I'll say it right now. I am not opposed, even though I know this age of Aquarius will bring about some satanic things, will bring about a satanic age, or at least somewhat partially satanic age. Satan will not run the whole age. But even though I see some satanic things coming, and I see some bad things coming, I am not at all, on the whole, I'm not at all irrevocably and absolutely opposed to the age of Aquarius. The Bible talks about the wise woman, and the wise woman smiles or laughs at the future. It says, I think in Proverbs 31, she smiles or laughs at the future. It's either smiles or laughs. It could be laughs. So they may be toning it down a little bit. But it's this happy attitude toward the future. And Aquarius is about the future. And it is just about leaving behind the past. We are under the age of Aquarius now, have been since 2000. But we are under a sub-age of Pisces. The age that is really where the rubber meets the road are the smaller ages. And the smallest age is Pisces, lasts for 33 years. or how long does it last? Yes, 33 years. The smallest age, the age of Pisces, lasts for 33 years, and we are under a Piscean small age. So we're entering the age of Aquarius. We're seeing influence of the age of Aquarius, but we're really seeing a lot of a influence of the age of Pisces. The age of Pisces we just left, but we're under a small age of Pisces. Every astrological age begins with a small age of Pisces. This is the first time in the history of humanity that the small age of Pisces was also the same sign of the age we just left, Pisces. And so we will see probably at least for a few more years. I'm thinking maybe when we're halfway there, maybe about 2016, maybe about 2016, when we're about halfway to the age of Aquarius, which is the next age in the succession of the small ages, which is the smallest age, we will see the age of Aquarius coming to fruition. The small sign beginning to have influence, I don't know. But the latest we should see the age of Aquarius influencing would be about 20 years from now. And we will completely, in about 20 years, and I think there'll be a build up to it, because I don't think these things just materialize out of thin air. There will be a complete leaving behind of the past. And in the way this astrological age is set up, there'll just be almost a renunciation of the past, like we have never seen before. The past will be considered to be something to be forgotten, and the future, and not necessarily to be forgotten totally, but it will be seen as it'll be seen as small beans. It'll be seen as trifles, interesting maybe, curiosity, but what will really come about is a emphasis on the future. The emphasis on the future of humanity, the emphasis on equality among humanity. That's a very big thing in Aquarius, equality. I'm not saying we'll achieve equality in Aquarius. I'm not saying we have achieved equality now. I don't think we will achieve equality, but that will be the attitude. The attitude, I think people will not be equal. I think people will not be treated equally, because that's not the way people are. But the attitude of the age of Aquarius is that there should be at least the attitude of equality, or something closer to equality. The brotherhood of man is another aspect of the age of Aquarius, which practically means, or manifestly means, that there will be people considering themselves as a block. And there really will be the attitude that somebody who lives in Africa is the same as I am. It just, whether they have technology or whether they don't have technology, they will be seen as just as important, possibly just as important. Although there may be an attitude that they're not as great or something like that, because many of them are not as sophisticated, supposedly, as we are here in the West. But there will be a leveling, and there will be the attitude that we need to communicate. That's another sign. Another thing in the age of Aquarius will be under this sign for 222 years, is a communication sign. It's the sign of Gemini in the age of Aquarius. That's probably as far as we need to go for right now, is the age of Pisces going into the age of Aquarius. The next 66 years, the 33 will be for the age of Pisces, which we've gone through already partly, and then the next 33 will be for the age of Aquarius, the small age of Aquarius, and the big, underneath the big age of Aquarius, and then the next step up that I know as far as astrological ages is the age of Gemini. We'll be under the age of Gemini, which really emphasizes communication. There'll be an emphasis on worldwide communication. That should be happening when Pluto and Uranus aspect one another, when Uranus is in Gemini. It'll be the first time Uranus has been in Gemini since the age of Aquarius, or since the age of Aquarius began, and there will be an emphasis on worldwide communication, and there will be an explosion in worldwide communication and power in worldwide communication. It will be easy to talk to people. You can meet up with somebody halfway across the world, and in Tibet you can be talking with somebody, and they will have technology in Tibet and technology in Africa. That's a part of the global agenda of the New World Order, the Kingdom of the Beast. But there will be an explosion in communications in this age of Aquarius. An explosion in communications. And there'll also be a new philosophy, because one of the signs associated with Aquarius, associated with the age of Aquarius, is a sign under Leo, which has to do with philosophy, the Sagittarius, and there'll be Virgo under the age of Taurus, under the sign of Taurus, and Pisces under the sign of Scorpio, which all refer to the age we just left. Virgo, very analytical, very servant attitude, just like Aquarius, and Pisces having to do with the depths, the psyche, the spirit. And so these things ought to be emphasized. More about communication, though. There should be more technology, because this is the age of Aquarius right now, and there should be more technology about communication. It should be easier to do videos. We should have greater technology to do videos. We should have communication telephones that show someone as well as project their voice. It should also show someone physically, or not physically. Well, not. It should show the physicality of someone. You should be able to see someone. You should be able to have a real ease with things as far as speed and communication. School maybe will be done by the internet. I don't know. Just came to my mind that the age of Aquarius has, as a part of it, the beginning part of the age of Aquarius, the first 222 years, has to do with Gemini. Gemini has to do with education, so we should see a revolution in education. There should be a lot more media communication, a lot more media in the age of Aquarius. We should see especially an explosion of the media. I think that we will see a lot of explosion in the media when it comes to Pluto aspecting Uranus in Gemini, because just as Uranus enters Gemini, Pluto will enter Aquarius, and it will aspect Gemini, aspect Uranus in Gemini by about 2025. Or 2025 or 2026. I think it's 2026. So by 2024 we should have Pluto in Aquarius, which represents what we're seeing is the underworld upholding Aquarian ideals. And as I said, I am not completely opposed to Aquarian ideals. I am not opposed to Aquarian ideals philosophically at all. It's more of a mode of operation than it is morals or what is it? Morals or positions. It's not so much a position. The age of Aquarius is not necessarily a position. It's the people that make a position out of the age of Aquarius that are really changing the way we think. I'm opposed to a lot of what is coming because I know a lot of what is coming is evil and against Christianity. But as the age of Aquarius and as the sub-age of Gemini and a sub-age of Gemini and as a sub-age of Pisces, or not Pisces, was it Pisces? Pisces. I am not opposed to these aspects. To me, they're all good. It's just a matter of what somebody does with them. Same with the age of Libra. We have 3 astrological ages that begin at the beginning of the age of Aquarius, which was 2000. And one of those ages is Gemini. There is a great age of Aquarius. There's a third of the astrological age, which is Gemini, 600, which is Libra, 666 years, and then under that is Gemini. Those are the 3 air signs. Every astrological age starts out with the same 3 signs of its type. If it's water, if it's air, if it's fire, if it's earth, it all starts out with the same signs, or the same type of sign. It's called what is it called? Not a quadruplicity. Is it called a quadruplicity? It's an element. It starts out with the same element. And so we should have Libra affecting us, which has to do with justice. I'm not saying people will get justice in the age of Aquarius because they have their own minds, but it also has to do with art and balance. There should be a lot of creativity, a lot of artistic sense, especially in that creativity. There should be a lot of balance, a lot of sensitivity to the way things look and the way things sound and the way things appear because of the age of Libra that we're under during the age of Aquarius. And should be a fascinating age. I don't want to take up too much of people's time. That's basically my understanding of the age of Aquarius. Very humanitarian, very futuristic, very artistic under the age of Libra, very communicative under the age of Gemini, which are both under the age of Aquarius, and very, very futuristic, very much leaving the past behind is a future we're coming to. And I think that will be the time when they launch a worldwide government, a new world order, when the large age of Aquarius and the small age of Aquarius line up. God bless you. I wish this was interesting for you.